Welcome back to the Western Oval for the 1995 Division 1 Geelong District Football League Under-18 Grand Final, and we're ready to commence the third and vital quarter. At the present time, we see that there's a 9-point margin. Corio in front at the moment. Barry, and can those North Geelong boys get up?
Well, Ron, if they played like they did in the first quarter and a half of the game, yes, they can. Ball in the centre. Umpire Munro puts ball to turf. Up they go. Hayes, Joel Hayes gets a tap down. Running onto it there for North Geelong was Tajani. He's kicked down to the half-forward line. Felled after he kicks the ball, and the free kick down there will be taken for North Geelong from about 40 metres out, directly in front by Hutchison.
Against Keith Stoko. Now, there's been no yellow card for that late tackle, and there's been two previous late tackles that went from the ground. Boy, where's the consistency? Well,
I think the authority has been authenticised early in the piece, and I think they'll settle down now, Ron.
Well, OK. Jamie Hutchison, the vice-captain of those fabulous Magpies with the footy, drives it up there, looks for the big arms or ground level, loose ball. G. McCall couldn't get a handle on it. But I tell you what, Agro can. The little fella, Adam Walsh, who's been very busy for the Pies this afternoon. Well, I should say this morning. His kick at goal, though, Baz, is well offline, and he's popped it out of bounds on the floor.
Yeah, I thought McCall could have done a little bit better there, Ron. Anyway, the kick from back pocket out here to half-back, up they fly, and the mark's been taken there by Aitken for North Geelong, just outside 50. Oh, straight across the ground as a player on his own. He's missed him.
Well, Tajani's there if he wants him, but no, he's going to go long.
The little fella is still over there, Ron. Anyway, the kick towards the 10-yard square. They set themselves, good mark, North Geelong down there, probably 10 metres out on a 45-degree angle, and it's been taken for them by...
Yeah, great strong mark too. I think you'll find it, and he turns around to number 7, Guernsey. You just bagged him a minute ago. Danny McCall, he obviously heard you, Barry, because he's pulled in a screamer. Very strong mark in the middle of two Corio defenders there. And he's got an opportunity. He's kicking from 20 metres out, 45-degree angle. The
well done.
Punt, yeah, shouldn't be too many problems. It looks pretty good from here. Wait on the goal umpire. Yes, all clear. Lovely start for those fabulous Magpies. Off the boot of Danny McCall. Kicks his first and a very handy fourth goal for the North Geelong side.
Yes, a couple of minutes ago I did give him a bit of a bag because I thought he could have gone a little bit harder down there in the pocket. But
didn't look interested, did he?
No, he didn't there. But that mark, good strong overhead mark. Confidence might be the name of the game, and I hope he does carry on from here.
It's a beauty, isn't it? A bit big. Yeah.
Right, the ball back in the centre now, waiting for the central umpire to recommence play, where we see Corio on 3-10-28. North Geelong 4 goals at 1-25, 13 shots to 5. The ball's bounced in the centre. Up they go. Tap down there for North Geelong by Aitken, being put on the ball. A long handball there by Lockwood. Found a teammate. He kicks straight across the ground here, and a good mark taken by Matthew Polder. Polder looking to play on, but he's been held up. Play on, the umpire calls now. Kicks the ball out here towards half forward, and the mark spilt there for North Geelong. They got another chance. Slips over at the vital stage, and the ball goes over the line and out of bounds, and that was Drabowski who took that ball across the line.
Yeah, poor old Andy Drabowski there, a little bit unlucky, just lost his footing at the crucial time. Out of bounds now, members side, half forward flank. Good work, Aitken, but he's hit it straight in the throat of Troy Rose. His hand pass, an ineffective one, but coming through strongly there was Roger King. Did well too, the ruck rover for the Corio side, but his kick, not a good one, and a nice mark taken there for the Pies by the big fella there coming down the ground. He goes short, and it was Rob Hanhusen, the centre half back for the North Geelong side. Finds his teammate there and Deputy Vice Captain Chris Rusker. Now, the whistle has been blown.
Yeah, he didn't go behind the mark, Ron. He tried to crib a little bit, and umpire Munro...
Well, when they do that, isn't that called play on?
I thought it was, but anyway, take 2. Kicks the ball towards a pocket. North Geelong in the van here, and a good mark taken inside 50, but close to the boundary, and it's been taken by Drabowski, and he's kicked towards a 10-yard square. Up they fly. Push out there on the Corio player, and it will be Cockrell to take the free kick. Cockrell now from the 10-yard square. Hesitates, short pass now, and finds a teammate in the agency of Clint Aldridge. Aldridge now. They didn't gain much ground there, Ron, but they've still got control of the ball.
Yes, they certainly have, Baz, and that's what they like to do, Corio. Basser O'Toole! I tell you what, I think you might have stolen the mark of the day.
I'm back. He said, thought that was a statement, that mark. Anyway, he kicks towards the wing where it's Stranger's got the ball. He loses it. Good handball here for North Geelong by Walsh, and the umpire's moved in, and what's going to happen? Free kick, centre wing to Corio behind the play. Daniel Stranger plays on quickly, kicks the ball down towards half forward. They've got a break here, Corio, and the mark's been taken down there on half forward for them by Danny Ruck.
Well,
Ruck
he played
plays
on
quickly.
Foolishly, yeah, foolish handball, because he put Joel Hayes under all sorts of pressure. Great work there by the skipper and centre half back there in Rory Nicol, who came in and defended well for the North Geelong side, and he's fisted it straight over the line and out of bounds, about 5 metres from the Corio goal.
Right, the ruckmen set themselves a boundary line throw in. Up they go. Corio in front, grabbed the ball out the ruck, and it was by Ruck, and he has a shot towards goal, off target, and 1 point is the result. 2 points is his contribution here this morning.
Hope you're enjoying the call on 94.9 Guest Video FM here at the Western Oval for Geelong District Football League. As the ball now for the under-18 grand final, kicked out of defence for the North Geelong side by the vice-captain, Jamie Hutchison. It's off hands there at half-back, and it's out of bounds. Good 60 metres from goal. Corio into attack.
Right from the boundary throw in, it's Ruck again, forcing the ball forward, but he's taken it across the line, and we'll have another throw in. North Geelong, Corio rather, playing a loose man across the centre line here in David Hayes out there on the far wing as the ball's brought back into play. Up they go. North Geelong tried to take it out of the ruck but couldn't. It comes to ground. North Geelong forcing the ball forward. There's a chance for him now. Kicks the ball towards the centre of the ground. And good mark taken here for them by Poulter. Plays on quickly now. He can have another bounce. He doesn't. He kicks forward. Corio smothered the ball down there. Good play across half back here for Corio. Kicked the ball out wide looking for a teammate over there in Troy Rose. He takes the ball on the half back flank. Goes round towards centre wing where we see chipping in here for North Geelong. Unable to take the mark there was Walsh, but he's back on it again. He's got a good handball out here to his teammate Hutchison. Hutchison back to the big fella Aiken, isn't Aiken brought the ground as it comes to half forward. Socket off the ground here and a mark taken at half forward. Play on they do. Goes down towards the forward pocket where for North Geelong we see Warren in the van. He's high kick. Up they fly. Oh, a teammate of North Geelong there spoiled and allowed Corio to come through. Kick the ball across half back. Bounces close to the boundary line. Over it goes and out of bounds. And I thought North Geelong mucked it up there because Travaska's come over to the top of his teammate there and put him out of business, Ron.
Yes, a little bit of selfishness, I'd suggest there, Barry, because they had an opportunity. One had to stay down for mine, as the Corio side don't do well. Danny Ruck, the big ruckman for the Corio side, kicks the ball up to half forward. North Geelong there being held, yes, the skipper, in Rory Nicol. And he will get the free kick at half-back. Members side of the Western Oval. Sun is shining.
Bit slow, he had two players out the far side, two all on their own, but it's a good kick down towards centre wing. Up they fly. The mark not taken there for North Geelong by Polton, but he brings the ball to turf. Tap forward for North Geelong. Scrum develops. Umpire move in and will ball it up on centre wing.
Yeah, going in very hard there. Chris Rusker for the North Geelong side, the deputy vice-captain. He's quite a strongly built boy and would take a fair bit to move, I'd suggest.
Right from the ball up, it comes to ground where we see Corio through the agency of David Hayes. Kick the ball out wide. Running onto it here is Daniel Stranger. Good bounce, good pick up. Handballs across the top looking for his teammate there in Nicol. David Nicol. He couldn't handle it, and a free kick going to Nicol because he was tackled off the ball, and he'll have a shot for goal. Probably just inside 50 on a 45-degree angle. Sorry, it's not Danny.
Danny Stranger, who's been quite busy across our forward for the Corio side here this morning. And he's got it now about 50 metres from goal, 45-degree angle. Long kick. Lovely kick too, but back of the pack, Nicol nearly took it, couldn't do so. Quick kick at goal was well smothered. Touched off the boot, he has a snap. Don't tell me he's kicked it, Alford. What an opportunist. Alford kicks his second. Great goal.
Yes, good roving there at the front of the pack. The ball come down twice, and both times it come off the pack, Corio at the foot there. First shot was smothered, second shot through for 6 points. So now that takes Corio now. We've got North Geelong on 4 goals, 1-25. And we have Corio on 4 goals, 11-35. So it's a 10-point lead to the Corio side about halfway through the third and vital quarter.
Back to the centre umpire Jones. There we are. Geelong Football Umpires League scoreboard shows now that there's only 5 points in it. 4-1-25 North Geelong Corio for
Right out of the centre, we see Ruck kick the ball down for Corio down towards the pocket, running onto it here. They gathered the ball. Corio tries to do a little bit too much. Oh, play on. The umpire's called a free kick given there when the player was tackled. A shot for goal, and 1 point is the result. And I thought they were a bit lucky there, Corio.
Yeah, very lucky indeed. David Nichols again having a shot at goal. 1 for his personal tally.
Right now from fullback North Geelong, weighing up their options. Not much on the plate at the moment. Right, they come out here towards the half-back flank. They set themselves out here. Oh, all North Geelong up, all Corio down. Corio get the ball, handball it forward. There's a chance for him now. Picked up here, a high tackle, put on the Corio player, and Ian Cockrell will have a kick for goal about 45 metres out, and probably not far off, straight in front.
Well, Brendan Rusker, the number 18 Guernsey, who brought the ball back into play for North Geelong. It wasn't a good kick. Put his team under pressure, and as you said, Barry, good call too with North Geelong players flying. There was 3 up,
yep.
No one down, and needless to say, Corio now have got an opportunity through the agency of Ian Cockrell. He's no more than 30 metres out directly in front. The drop punt looks pretty good from here. He's popped it through.
Yes, a good goal. The kicking of these junior players here today, once they got the dew win off the ground, has been quite fantastic. You know, their pinpoint accuracy with their passing, both sides, and Corio a little bit more penetrative when they're having a shot for goal, Ron.
Yep, they certainly are. Cookie, should say Bazza. Very hard to break the habit. Barry Walker, back from a couple of years away. Welcome back to the guest video.
It's good to be back, Ron. Right, the bounce of the ball in the centre, up they go. It's tapped down by Corio. Joel Hayes with a quick handball out, gives it to Walsh, but if a play on the umpire calls after paying Hayes a free kick, the kick down forward where it's marked by David Nicholl. David Nicholl into towards the pot, and he's found his teammate there in Roger King.
Got a run on.
Oh, they have. Unselfish play there by King, gets the ball towards the corridor, kick over the shoulder for Corio, but it's only 1 point, and that come off the boot there of the little fella, I think, Ian Cockrell.
Yes, good work, Barry. Good call again, the accurate one, and he's been busy, as is his little forward pocket Resty Rover, Alan Alford, for the Corio side. There's a little chip in there for the North Geelong side, finds an unmarked captain there in Rory Nicholl. He kicks it up now in between centre wing and the half-back flank. Good work at ground level there by Welsh. Got it across to a teammate running through half-back. Kicks up the half-forward. That was good work there from Westcombe. Now an opportunity for Lockwood. He's kicked 2 for the Pies already this morning. He's kicked not a good one. Up they go. Now, high tackle there, Lockwood. Yes, the little fella.
His first intention was, Ron, to bump, he said, and I think that was the right one.
Yeah, and then at the last minute, stuck the arm out and just got his defender there, or opponent in Matty King, the number 17 defender for the Corio side. He gets the free kick in the back pocket.
Kicks the ball towards centre wing for at the bottom of the pack. Corio again, they're picking up the crumbs. They kick the ball down towards the half forward. She picked up here for them by Eldridge. Clint Eldridge kicks the ball towards a 10-yard square and straight through. Good shepherding down there for Corio, and that's another goal to Corio. Kicked off the boot there of Clint Eldridge.
Yes, and quite a good support base here this morning too by the Corio supporters down here on the Western Pavilion side of the ground, and they're pretty pleased with their boys' performance to date. And there's a good shot there from guest video cameras, I'd suggest, as we see that the Geelong Football Umpires League third quarter scoreboard. Here's a good shot of the crowd here enjoying the under-18 grand final. Corio 5-12-42, snuck away from North Geelong 4-1-25, and we've gone, Barry, about 12 minutes of the third and vital quarter.
That was good play by number 8 down there in Roger King. He could have marked it, but he summed it up well and let the ball go through. From the centre bounce, it's something out here towards centre wing. North Geelong off half-back, come down, kick the ball down towards half-forward, and that was good, strong play there. But it's out of bounds, half-forward flank, and that North Geelong player was Steve Westcombe.
Yeah, Westcombe has been busy in defence for the Pies, and he's kicking into position, normally a highlight of his game. On that occasion, couldn't find a half-forward free and a boundary throw in. Good work again, Danny Ruck. The big ruckman punts the ball forward. Oh, Agro up high. Nearly took a screamer, young Adam Welsh. couldn't do so. Ball spills free. Quick shot at goal there, Barry O'Toole.
Oh,
up
good
they go,
mark.
down she comes, and a great mark has been taken.
By
and I think
King?
it's that by Stranger.
Is it Stranger or King? By gee, they're alike.
Number 5 it is,
Yes,
Barry,
it is.
and that was a la Ablet. Great leap and a lovely mark. He's no more than 20 metres out, 45-degree angle, young Danny Strange. He's kicked 1-1.
Good play, though, by Corio. They got the ball through centre. Good handball, good shepherding, and a lovely mark.
Well, an opportunity here for the Devils to go further in front. I think you'll find he may have hooked it slightly. Yes, he has. 1 goal to his personal tally. And I suppose North Geelong can be thankful for Corio's inaccuracy in front of goal.
Yes, Ron, but the you know, they've got the ball in their territory, and that's the name of the game. You hang on to it when you've got it up there and just keep scoring. The kick out from full-back, a good mark taken over there on half-back flank for Corio, just on 50. Right, they come in now, kick the ball towards the corridor. They set themselves down here. Oh, up goes North Geelong over the top of the pack. Couldn't take the mark. At the back of the pack, they kick the ball towards the boundary line. Over it goes before Corio can get there, and we'll have a throw in between half-back and the forward pocket.
Yes, an enormous amount of talent out here this morning. Some high leapers. That lovely mark out there on the outer side of the ground was from Danny Ruck. He's run across the ground. Now he does the ruck work. Been very busy here this morning. Pack of players have formed. The big man there in Rusker, the deputy vice captain, gets it out to a teammate who goes to the centre of the ground for the North Geelong side. Loose ball now. Won't sit kindly for either player. Tap forward. Good work.
Oh, good handball.
Yep. And
oh, he's paid a throw.
Well, he couldn't see that, but it's bad umpiring because he couldn't see it.
We could see it because they were facing us. Anyway, from centre wing, the free kick to be, oh, over the mark. Got to be 50. You can't come from behind the mark like that, and unfortunately Troy Rose is going to pay the penalty, and the free kick, or the 50-metre penalty, will probably put the North Geelong player inside 50.
Yes, and, well, he knew he'd done wrong too, young Troy Rose, who's growing a bit of a beard, the youngster. And an opportunity here now. We've got young Dragovic with the footy. Goes short. Don't know where he was kicking it to.
Anyway, it's Corio through the agency of handball. They've got down over 50-metre line. They tap it forward, but North Geelong running onto it. Here's this Tajani. Tajani kicks towards the forward pocket. Up they fly. Corio in front over the back of the pack. Pick up for North Geelong. Here's a chance. Oh, good defensive play. The player took a little bit too long in Warren to kick the ball, but Corio through tenacious play across the back line, get it out to centre half back. Going through strongly there was Lockwood for North Geelong, but he couldn't handle it. Picked up here and a shot towards goal. It was Lockwood again, but it's all Corio back there, sitting back, smoking the cherry, and the mark's been taken in the 10-metre square. Yep,
the stinger racing it is. Ashley Racing goes out wide, finds Danny Ruck, who's had a great game for mine. Up there, beautiful kick too, and finds Clint Edridge on centre wing. Edridge back to the big ruckman who's run down the ground. A long bomb to centre half forward. Up they go in front, taking a great grab for the Devils. Off he goes as well as Stranger. Gee whiz, he's caught my eye, Barry, this quarter, as his hand pass, not a good one. Bazzer O'Toole under all sorts of pressure. Could have caught one a little bit high, but no, set up by Jones. As here comes Agro. Adam Walsh breaks clear now. Goes short out there to the outer side of the ground. Opportunity for the North Geelong side. Hand pass over the top. Finds a teammate who kicks it long. Up
Here's
there,
a chance.
here's a go. Hutchison comes into an open goal and kicks a good one.
A badly needed one for the North Geelong side, because Corio have been on top for the most of this quarter, and they've that goal will surely give North Geelong some confidence, and hopefully it'll get them back into the game.
Yeah, certainly, Baz. That brings them now to 31 points. That's 5-1-31 North Geelong, and Corio 6-14-50. So that's scoreboard is incorrect. It's 6-14, 50 points, 5-1-31, and it doesn't appear that our director downstairs listens. Right from the bounce in the centre, it's tapped down there for North Geelong by Corback. He gets it to centre half forward. O'Toole in there for Corio. He couldn't do anything. It's picked up here by the Tajani for North Geelong. Down forward they go. The ball towards half forward plank, but Corio coming across half back. Get a quick kick down here. Dragged after he kicked the ball. Bit ticky touch wood, but anyway, Corio come away. Kick the ball over. Kenyon it was on the ground for the Devils. 2 kicks it long to half forward. Opportunity Nichols. He punts it up there to the teeth of goal. Back of the pack, there's plenty of those magpies there. And away they go now and clear the ball out to the members' side of the ground. Not a good kick. Ruck went without the football, Danny Ruck. Opportunity there, good support there, Brett Rutherford. But North Geelong defenders come in and hold up the footy. Good work there, Tajani. Likewise, Adam Walsh. Young Adgro. And an umpire will bounce down.
Right from the bounce down, it's grabbed out of the ruck there by Tajani. He's caught, and the umpire will ball it up again. That little Adam Walsh is a bit of a goer.
Played very well for North Geelong side here this morning. Umpire going to bounce down about 40 metres from the North Geelong, I should say, Corio goal. Into attack, up they go. Down she comes. Roger King did the work there. Rusker slipped as he grabbed the football. Caught one a bit high, the Deputy Vice Captain Chris Rusker for North Geelong. As the siren sounds to complete the third term, the third and vital quarter. Well, it was by the Geelong Football Umpires League sees at three-quarter time. Corio 6-14, 50 points. Have a very handy 19-point lead over North Geelong, 5-1-31. And we'll be back with the action of that vital final quarter very shortly on 94.9. Guest FM is... Welcome back to the action, and good morning, Jason Doherty. GDFL publicity officer, extraordinaire guest video commentator, journalist, you name it, Jason can do it. And here we are, enjoying the final quarter about to commence of the 1995 Geelong District Football League Division 1 under-18 grand final. We're at three-quarter time. Corio have a handy 19-point advantage. Final quarter bought was by Landers Bulwazbowski, Chartered Accountants.
Right, the ball in the centre. Umpire puts it to turf. Up they go. That's Ruck gets it up down for Corio. Tap further forward for them by Aldridge. He chopped off though. Picked up here for North Geelong. A long kick down over centre half forward, but sitting back, smoking the cherry is a Corio defender and takes an easy chest mark.
Yes, I think you find it could be young Stinger Race, and he's been quite busy down there in defence for them today. He brings the ball out to the centre wing position members' side of the ground, but nice mark. Hutchison didn't really look. No,
he had Lockwood ahead who could have taken a handball, and unfortunately it's gone straight to Corio, and they defend well. From half-back, they kick it across towards half-back flank, dropping the ball. Good call by the umpire then. Allows Corio to North Geelong to go forward. Handballs it up in the air, grabs his own handball. That was Aiken, kicks the ball down towards the corridor. It's North Geelong trying to force it forward. They just can't pick it up. Now out with the handball. He couldn't. A high kick there for North Geelong by Dans, and it is marked in defence by Corio.
Yeah, Matty King it is. Goes, I think he's kicked it a bit too wide. He hit his teammate on the chest in Danny Ruck, but unfortunately for the big ruckman, he was over the line when he marked it. So North Geelong now, through the agency of Dragovic, goes to inboard. Good football, Mark Dragovic. That'll bring a smile to your father's face, Stephen. And he's found one of the better players on the ground here this afternoon, or should I say this morning, Dave Tajani.
Yes, he's done well, Ron, early in the piece and since he come back on the ground. A lovely kick down towards the goal square, pretty close to through, but I think it's off the hands of the pack, and 1 point is the result.
Brings North Geelong a little bit closer, 5-2-32, North Geelong, Corio 6-14-50. Landers Bulwazbowski, Chartered Accountants. Final quarter scoreboard here on 94.9 FM. Guest video is Country Footy. As we see now, those Devils clear the ball through the skipper, David Hayes, in the back pocket. But a lovely mark has been taken on the outer side of the ground by one of the better players for North Geelong's Darren Aitken.
Aitken kicks the ball towards a pocket marked by Hutchison. He's kicked down towards the forward line, but over the line it goes before his teammate there in McCall could get hands to it, and we'll have a throw in about 25 metres around from the point post.
Okay, in the ruck, like McCall having run on the ball now for North Geelong. Got it to ground. Eldridge it was. Quick kick out of the defensive zone, but it's all North Geelong. Rusker it is. Picks it up, handballs inboard. Finds a teammate in Aiken. His hand pass, though not a good one. Puts his smaller running player under a bit of pressure. Good enough to get a left foot kick across the
good
ground. Yes, and
oh no.
Well, yeah, that was a bit tough, and yeah, the Brendan Rusker there, sort of, well, very unlucky. Great, courageous mark. Mark Dragovic pulls down a screamer, plays onto Tajani. He's copped one as he got rid of the ball, and down the ground it goes. And looks like Troy Rose has hurt himself too in that encounter as he hit and flipped. Now, Brendan Rusker, up he goes there looking for McCall. He can't but he butters up well, the big fella. Finds his teammate who has a shot at goal. And I tell you what, that's Matty Poulter who's been bringing the ball in from defence, having a rest on the forward line at the minute. His shot at goal was off the left side of the big sticks. A 1 point the result. 6-14-50 Corio, 5-3-33 North Geelong. Under 18 GDFL Division 1 Grand Final.
As Troy Rose has been carried off the ground, right, the kick out from the fullback is nicely marked for Corio by Barry O'Toole on half back. O'Toole now kicks the ball in towards the centre. Teammate is found and who has marked. Plays on quickly now, comes around centre wing, kicks towards half forward. Up they fly, no one can take the mark. Over the back, North Geelong coming through. Hell was Westgame, but couldn't go anywhere. At the bottom of the pack is Ashley Rayson, and no, sorry, it's not. It is Daniel Stranger, and the umpire will ball up.
It was actually Stinger Rayson who brought that ball out of defence at half back for the Corio side, the 15 Guernsey. Been very consistent as an applause has been made there for Troy Rose, who's been carried from the ground. Let's hope he's all right. But North Geelong into attack. Dragovic goes short, good footy left side of his body and finds Brendan Rusker. He plays on, finds Polder unattended. He can chip it across, he does. Good work there to Hutchison. Hutchison now just holds football up. Plenty of activity. Plenty of activity.
Hutchison, plays on, grabbed high, brought to ground, and we'll go back and have another kick, and the yellow card. What could he do, Ron?
Well, they're pretty tough, aren't they, here this morning?
Now,
the third yellow card. I mean, it was just a tackle. He just tried to stop him, but just caught him a little bit high.
Yes, the players tried to play on, tried to run around the chap on the mark. Bit of loose turf, he slipped, and unfortunately his hand has come up and got him round the neck.
Well.
Changes everywhere here, Ron.
Yes, it's all happening as the big fella comes off the ground for a spell. And it was the captain too of Corio, David Hayes. Hutchison, the opposing number 1 jumper, kick is an absolute shocker. Skews off the side of his boot, goes to the right forward pocket. All Corio there now defending well, and Sam Weathers. His hand pass ineffective. Agro picks it up, he shoots it, goal! Agro's popped it through! Yes, he has! And I'm talking about Adam Walsh. Great goal. And Adam Walsh kicks his first and a very handy 6th goal in the final quarter here of under 15's, under 18 grand final, as we see now that it's 6 goals, 3-39. 11 points the margin. Corio 6-14-50.
Yes, that was a very good play down there by the North Geelong forwards. A badly needed goal, but a very good goal by the little fella in Adam Walsh, who I believe has been one of the better players for North Geelong most of the day.
Yes, certainly has, and we've got a ball game. 2 straight kicks in it.
Right, the bounce of the ball in the centre, up they go. North Geelong up high, tap forward there for them by Corbat, but it's Corio who go into attack. Over the back of the pack gives Mark Walsh a chance to run onto it for North Geelong. He gets a quick kick round the corner, but sitting back there waiting for it is Clint Eldridge, and he's taken a mark between centre wing and half forward flank. Eldridge now plays on quickly down towards the pocket, looking for Barry O'Toole. Knocked away from him. Very quick with the draw there was umpire Munro, and the mark has been played to O'Toole just inside 50. And
David and Pam Glover, Bannockburn Sporting Trophies, here again this morning with a fine array of trophies, and we do thank them sincerely. Bannockburn Sporting Trophies, where you get all your goodies from, Cookie.
Right at centre, the ball at centre, back comes out here now for Corio. A long shot towards goal by Ian Cockrell. Over the back of the pack it goes, and a 1 point is the result. Off the boot, no it's not, it was kept in play. Quick kick here by Corio's little fella there in Stranger. Couldn't do anything with it, and a free kick has been picked out, and North Geelong will take the resultant free kick in the back pocket. Right now, waiting for this kick to be taken by North Geelong. Kicks the ball down here towards the 50-metre line. Up high, taking a great mark there is Darren Atkin. Atkin now from half-back flank. Plays on quickly. Kicks it down towards centre wing. Up they fly. It's brought to ground there for North Geelong by Lockwood, Corey Lockwood. But it's a quick kick forward for Corio by Matthew McNamara. But it's marked on half-back for North Geelong, and they'll go back and repel this attack.
Yes, and, well, there's only, 6 minutes gone to the final quarter. Plenty of football left here. Corio leading by 11 points. Ball's at centre wing. Picking up now is Roger King, who flattens his North Geelong opponent in David Chajani. Chajani's going to get the free kick. He's okay. Tough as they come, Dave Tajani. And the North Geelong Terrier will thump this forward.
Right now from centre wing, he's long kick down towards the half-forward flank. It sets it up for the big fellas down there. It comes to ground. A chance here for Corio to relieve. They kick the ball back towards centre wing. Coming through here for North Geelong was Corbat. He's kicked down to half-forward flank, but it's all Corio at the bottom of the pack, and the free kick has been picked out and will be taken down there for Corio by...
Let's have a look. Just Roger King gets up limping. And likewise, Ian Cocker, who caught one a bit high. He'll get the free kick for the Corio side. Just chips it across. He's got Eldridge very short at half back. Plays on, all lost his footing, but he's got support there from the big fella in Stoko. Stoko's kick now okay. Up to centre half forward. Devils into attack. Loose ball. Oh, here's an opportunity. Joel Hayes, the vice-captain, punts it forward. The bouncing ball bounces. The wrong side of the big stick, the big fella. And Joel Hayes kicks his second point this morning, and Corio's 15th.
He summed that up well, Ron. He got the ball outside 50. There was no one in the goal square or no one on the forward line. Kicked the ball long and relied on the bounce. Unfortunately, it went through for one behind.
Well, Baz, 2 kicks the difference. What happens if it's a draw? 12 points the margin.
Extra time, juniors, I think, Ronald. At any rate, the ball's a free kick paid down there to Tajani for North Geelong. Tajani now kicks the ball towards centre half back. Up they fly for over the back of the pack. A great mark by Ruska for the North Geelong side. Got to move it quickly. Now he's taking too long. Comes in now. Kicks the ball down towards centre wing. Up they fly. No one can take it. For Corio, we've got Troy Rose. He gets a kick across towards half forward. Coming out and taking a strong mark at centre half forward. For the Corio side is David Nichols. Nichols now kicks towards the 10-yard square, and the mark's been taken down there for Corio. Good body work used by Corio on his North Geelong opponent down there. Put him to Turk and allowed him to take the mark all on his lonesome, and the player is number 5 down there, Daniel Stranger. That was good body work by the Corio player. Got rid of his opponent and allowed him to take quite an easy mark.
Okay. Now, Corio, this could just about seal it, Barry.
Yes, you needn't worry about a draw if he puts this one through, Ron.
Well, Daniel Stranger, he's kicked 1 goal, 2 to date, been quite a live wire for the Corio side, so half forward. The drop punt, it sails straight over the goal umpire's hat. All clear, and that brings the gap now to 18 points, and I think the Devils are home in 1995.
Yes, that was great play there by Corio. As I say, it was good body work by the big fella, and he's given his side a break, and I don't think North Geelong can come back in the time that's available.
Well, 9.5 minutes gone of the final quarter. GDFL Division 1 Under-18 Grand Final between two very good sides, Corio and North Geelong. 7-15, Corio 57. Lead North Geelong 6-3-39. Margin is 18 points.
Right, the bounce of the ball in the centre. Up they go. Ruck gets a tap down for Corio. Overrunning it there is Giovanni. But it comes out here where it's picked up for North Geelong. Kicks the ball forward. The mark spilt down there for them by Lockwood. Comes to turf. Picked up by Lockwood though. He's kicked down towards the forward line. Over the back of the pack. It's Corio at the bottom of the pack. Get a handball out. It's rushed through by the Corio defence by Matthew King. And the result is 1 point to North Geelong.
Just admiring this lovely trophy that's been presented to us by the Bannockburn Sporting Trophies in conjunction with guest video. Magnificent.
The kick in from fullback out towards the half-back flank. Up they fly. No one can take the mark. At the bottom of the pack for Corio, we have Ashley racing. He can't do anything with it. It's raced across the line there by Ian Cockrell, and we'll have a throw in. Boundary umpire to bring this ball back in, just probably about 40 metres out from the goal line. The boundary line throw in, a high throw in. The ruckman set themselves, thumped to the ground by the big fella for Corio. Back across the line, and we'll have another throw in as the Corio player has helped off the ground. They're swinging the changes here. They've got some fresh men, so why not bring them on? Boundary umpire to bring the ball back into play. Throws it in. Up they fly. It's tapped the ground here. Here's a chance for North Geelong through Corbat. He couldn't do anything with it. A handball out. Joel Hayes picks it up close to the boundary line. A high kick round here towards the centre wing. Up they go. No one can take the mark. To ground it comes. David Nichols gets it. Kicks it down over centre. Racing onto it here is a North Geelong player. Couldn't. Oh, going through strongly for Corio. There was the number 2 Guernsey, Matthew McNamara. But the free kick has been picked out and go to Mark Walsh.
Yep, Walshy now. He's in the middle of the Western Oval. Looks to centre half forward. Going back, Nickel. Oh, he's played on the big fella foolishly. Loose ball. Gee whiz, why did he play on there, Barry?
Well, Ron, 3 goals down. You're 3/4 of the way through the quarter. I think you've got to try and create something.
Well, he tried to, but it was a great tackle there by the defence, and there's a great shot there of the trophy that's going to be up for grabs here this morning. Loose ball. This bloke's in the van too, Agro. Little Adam Walsh. He kicks up there to the pocket. He's out of bounds, and there it is on screen. The APCO Easy Shot Glass Tankard Bannockburn Sporting Trophy Guest Video Award, and gee, what a magnificent trophy there for the players. Someone out there today is going to be the lucky recipient of this great award, and we do thank Pam and David Glover very nicely for the donation of this grand trophy.
Right from the back pocket now we see Corio kick the ball around to half-back flank up high there, and a great mark, probably the mark of the day to David Nichols late in this final quarter. Kicks the ball around to centre wing. Bit of jostling here on centre wing. Tapped down to ground there by Rory Nickel for the North Geelong side. Picked up in a quick kick forward by Rusker for North Geelong, but unfortunately for him, he was over the line and will have a throw in.
Okay, ball is on centre wing, members side of the ground, right in front of the commentary position. No one gets a handle on the football as the big ruckman there did a bit of shepherding as Corbett. Loose ball to Jarney. He goes inboard to Hutchison, who took his eyes off the footy, but he butters up well. He's hotly pressed there by his opponent, Brett Glenn. He's kicked now. Looks up there for... Dragovic was held without the football, and Mark Dragovic will get the free kick at half forward for those fabulous Magpies.
They're going a long way home, Ron, aren't they?
They certainly are, Baz.
Right now the kick towards the half-forward flank up high there for North Geelong, unable to take the mark was Polder. Comes to ground, quick kick towards goal, but it's all Corio back here in the last line of defence. Take an easy mark, run on, kick the ball out over half-back flank, it bounces, comes towards the wing, but the Corio players are quite happy to see it go across the line there in David Nichols, and he'll give his players a chance to regroup around this throw-in.
Gee, that was great work. It was Danny Ruck again, and I reckon he's played a great game here today.
From the boundary line throwing in, it comes down. Oh, grabbed too high there for Corio was Barry O'Toole, and he'll take the resultant free kick. Right, O'Toole now on centre wing, going back. Comes in, kicks the ball high towards centre half forward. Players set themselves up. They go. A bit of a nudge there on North Geelong player, but over the back, a handball out by Rory Nickel, but it's taken away by the Corio player there in the agency of Ian Allen Alford, and across the half forward. Following up the ball here is Greg Foran. Foran now picks the ball up, has a long shot towards goal. Offline, one behind.
Another minor score on the board to Corio. They've 7-16-58. Back to 18 points the margin. North Geelong 6-4-40. Time clock showing we've been going about 13.5 minutes of the final quarter.
Right, a short kick in from full-back finds a teammate who goes round the far side of the ground, and a good mark taken over there by Rory Nickel. He's come into it in this final quarter, Ron.
Yes, he has. Played a good game. The skipper of the fabulous Magpies. Up they go. Down she comes. Out at centre wing as we see a pack of players form. Corio now trying to get the ball out. Chipping in again to Jarney. I think he just throws himself on the footy. Good work. It was actually the number 9 Guernsey in Wes Large. Nails gets it out. Now the loose ball at half forward. Sees an opportunity there for Poulter, but fine work there in the Corio defence of Matty King. Cuts him off and finds the boundary line about 60 metres from the North Geelong goal.
Another stack to your little mate there in Adam Walsh too, Ron. He bored in and got that ball down for North Geelong. As we see the throw in over there on the far side of the ground, comes to turf. It's all Corio at the bottom of the pack. They pick it up, comes straight across half-back flank here. A race for the ball. Corio's in the van, but it bounces badly for him. Allows North Geelong to pick it up. A quick kick forward. Oh, Nelly come off too for him, the big fella there in Rusker. But unfortunately, Corio have got the numbers. It's close to the boundary line. Over it goes, and we'll have a throw in on half-forward flank for the North Geelong side.
Well, ball 45 metres from the North Geelong goal. They in desperate need of another one. 14.5 minutes gone in the final stanza. 18 points the margin. Boundary throw in. Up they go. Oh, O'Toole caught one a bit high. Umpire calls play on. You've got to be joking, umpire Graham Munro. And we'll see an action replay of that boundary throw in. 45 from goal.
He did everything right too. He let the umpire know he'd been grabbed, but unfortunately he didn't pay. Up they go. Tap down here by Corio. Ball comes to turf. Going through strongly there for North Geelong was Lockwood. Couldn't control it. A quick kick out of defence for the Corio side. Sees it with the big fella in David Nichols. His handball now goes to the big ruck. Ruck from centre wing now. Drives towards centre half forward. Allows his teammate to run onto it. Oh, bad bounce. Joel Hayes had the chance to go through too, but it's number 2 there in that Matthew McNamara will take the free kick. He's got nothing to kick it to down forward. Now he has, and he spots him in the pocket too, and a good pass, and Daniel Stranger has taken the mark. Stranger now from 45-degree angle, kicking from about 40 metres out.
Got to tell you, Barry, he's no stranger to these goals here this morning.
No.
He's had 4 shots. He's kicked 2-2, and he's fed it off there to the ruckman. Danny Ruck goes bang, but he's just offline, the big fella. But I tell you what, he's going to go awfully close to BOG for mine. Don't want to give it too many cats out of the bag, but Bazzer O'Toole comes off and gives Dave Shields a run for Corio. But
I think that would have tapped it off the big ruckman there if he could have kicked a goal, Ron. But anyway, now from the back line, is a quick kick out of defence, and it's marked. It played on quickly to centre back, and the little fella in Adam Walsh has taken a mark for the North Geelong side. Oh, plays on, fella. They come from behind the mark too. Oh, beautiful kick to a teammate on the run there in Hansy, and he's kicked down to half forward, and a relayed free kick to be taken down there for North Geelong and be taken by Dragovic.
Dragovic goes short. Or Hutchison had the opportunity, but he's got support from his teammate on the left foot. He's kicked it right across the face. Now will the ball stay in? Oh, bad luck there for young Corey Lockwood. He's kicked 2 goals already for those fabulous Magpies this morning, but unfortunately on that occasion the ball wouldn't sit up for him. It's out of bounds about 25 metres from the North Geelong goal.
I think that was a check side kick that went wrong, Ronald.
Yeah. There's an opportunity now, ground level there, the big fella in Ruska. The Deputy Vice Captain slaps it on his boot, but last line of defence, good work. Matty King, a Corio defender who's been outstanding. It's all over for 95. Corio Premiers Division 1 under-18 football here at the Western Oval. Of final scoreline, Corio 7-17-59 have defeated North Geelong 6-4-40. And I've got to tell you, Barry, the accurate one has done it again, 1 out of 1.
Yes, Ron, bit of inside information, was it? Or I think you've said...
I knew they'd bounce back from that 4-point deficit. They were going for a championship this year, the Devils, and unfortunately fell wrath of the Magpies in that second semi by 4 points. But they've bounced back with a convincing 19-point victory here this morning. Landers Bull Wazbowski, Chartered Accountant, final quarter scoreboard shows the final scoreline on screen, 7-17-59. Corio North Geelong 6-4-40. Barry, your votes first of all before we give the goal kickers. I'm very interested in votes. David Cook is going to present it to us out on the ground, so we best get that out of the way.
Right, well, I'd have to give 3 votes to the big fella from Corio in Danny Ruck. I thought he played a colossal game all day, and he was the one that got Corio going halfway through that second quarter when they got the run. Second, I'd give to Adam Walsh, the North Geelong number 4. I thought that his game was outstanding for his size. He did everything that he could for North Geelong. Unfortunately, it didn't come off. And the other vote I'd give to David Nichols at centre half forward. He took my eye. He's a good mark and a beautiful kick, and I thought he at centre forward did quite well.
Well, not a bad call, Barry. I thought you might have been looking over my shoulder because I went the same way. Danny Ruck, 3 votes. Adam Welch, 2. And I gave Joel Hayes, the vice-captain of Corio, the 1 vote. Apologies there to Dave Nichols for a great game, but he was very inaccurate up forward with 1 goal for. Just a quick wrap-up of goal kickers, please, Barry.
Right, goal kickers for the Corio side.
And better players.
Right, Clint Eldridge kicked 1, Daniel Stranger kicked 2, 2 for Alan Alford, 1 to Ian Cockrell, and 1 to David Nichols. For the North Geelong side, 1 to Jamie Hutchison, 1 to Adam Walsh, 2 to Corey Lockwood, 1 to Danny McCall, and 1 to Darren Aitken. Better players for Corio, I thought Joel Hayes in the centre was the one that set him alight in that second quarter with the help of the big ruckman, and I thought that he gave him the advantage from the centre. Daniel Stranger up forward, he was in everything, and I thought played quite a good game for Corio. Going a bit further down the line, Roger King in the first half, he faded a little bit, but he played quite well first up. David Nichols, as I said, also for Corio was good, and as I we gave the 3 votes to Danny Ruck, best man on the ground. Looking at North Geelong, I thought Jamie Hutchison tried quite valiantly all day. A couple of times he got himself into trouble, but you've got to take chances when your team's down. Adam Walsh on the wing we gave 2 votes to, never gave up all day, and the little fella bored in right till the end. Lee Travaskis, I thought, played quite well. Mark Dragovic and Dave Tarjani sent off in the second quarter. Didn't let it bother him, come back on the ground, and I thought really acquitted himself well and could hold his head up high. All in all, Corio just a little bit more polished than the North Geelong side on the day. And that's the thing that counts. It's the last day in September for these crew, and they're a little bit more polished.
Yeah, well done, Barry. Thank you very much for your assistance here today in the calling of this great game, the Under-18 Grand Final. Umpires, Graham Munro, Peter Jones, job well done. Daniel Cuddy, Brett Vanderveld on the boundary line, Johnny Barron and Neil Robertson in the goals. Congratulations, fellas, on a great job here this morning for the 1995 Geelong District Football League Division 1 Under-18 Grand Final, where we've mentioned the Corio side, the Devils, premiers in 95, 19 points over North Geelong.